Yeah, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm David from CityVision, and thank you so much for joining this MMA AI Leadership Council session, where we have 20 minutes together and where we will discuss further how AI is reshaping brand visibility, including highlights from the State of AI Marketing Report in Southeast Asia, launched just a few days ago. Next slide, please. So before we begin, let me also quickly reintroduce the MMA AI Leadership Council. The council was announced in Indonesia this past March, formed as a strategic body to accelerate and catalyze Indonesia's marketing and advertising ecosystem through collaborative AI innovation. We exchange case studies, deliberate on the industry's core pain points, and translate these discussions into collective solutions. Next slide. Yep, that's the one. And these are also our founding AI Council members. So behind me, you see the council is chaired by Pa Elvin from Ilmu One Data, as well as Pa Berto from Unilever and Bu Melinda from Grab. And we also believe that measured AI literacy is imperative as the baseline for any development. So this year, our focus is on aligning perspectives across industry verticals within the council for the benefit of the wider industry. Next slide, yeah. And yesterday, on July 15th, we also launched the second edition of the State of AI in Marketing report. MMA and Decision Lab bring together regional coverage and measurement expertise to give marketers an evidence-based view of where AI in marketing is heading. Conducted between January and April 2026 with the participation of some 143 MMA members across Southeast Asia, the report explores AI adoption across organizations in the region and offers practical implications for marketing professionals navigating the next stage of AI integration. And you can explore the data and insights also by scanning the QR code here, or reach out to our council at indonesia@mmaindonesia.com. That is indonesia@mmaindonesia.com. So today's session will center on how AI is reshaping brand visibility. And before we start, perhaps one distinction that's worth holding on to is when we talk about AI and visibility, we're actually talking about three different things. First, AI that decides where and to whom a brand is shown. That is the bidding, the targeting, right, the ranking on a retail shelf. And second, AI as a new place people discover brands in the first place. Assistants, recommendation engines, live commerce services that barely functioned as discovery channels 2 years ago. And then third, AI that generates the brand content as well. So these are the three very different stages of maturity. And as we go through this, listen for which one each answer is really addressing. Yeah, so without further ado, let's also jump straight into our discussion on how AI is reshaping brand visibility with our AI Council panelists. Please give a round of applause to Tessi Adam. She is the Senior Group Head Global Technology Business Accelerator at Paragon. And second, please also welcome Pa Ishaan Singh, Associate Partner at WPP and a member of the AI Council as well. Tessi, Pa Ishaan, welcome. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I guess my first question to both of you is, what is actually the clearest and most immediate case for AI's relevance in brand visibility today? So perhaps Tessi, you could go ahead and tell us a bit more about AI's relevance in Paragon's brand visibility efforts.
Sure. So good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're still in a high spirit. So talking about how AI can help the brand visibility, I think the real case here that we have now, the AI really starts from all the data that we have. Because we know that every brand, every corporate, actually they have massive data. from online especially, because we able to get the conversation generated from content. We able to generate the comment. We know the keyword, hashtag. So anything that people talk about in online. So through AI, thanks to AI, we able to analyze and extract it. So then we able to map out, like in my slide, we able to map out and synthesize what will be the conversation. And then what is the patient point that belong to our consumers? And even more important, what will be the context? So what will be the context behind every conversation generated from each of consumers? From that insight, we utilize by creating an AI creator intelligence. So we able to map out between those insights with a specific creator mapping. So as a result, we able to map out on which creator that we should collaborate with and which key message and targeted to which specific micro audience. So we see that as a real consumer hyper-segmentation. So I brought the example here is from Makeover. So Makeover is a premium brand from Paragon. So this is example where we able to really have a distinct creator mapping. The first one, the perfectionist. So this is a very premium KOL where they really, this person really talk about details about the product. So it's really relevant from the consumers that really looking forward to have detailed information about product ingredients, about product formulation. On the second one, of example, we have this 10 lady that have resonate with the darkened 6 segment group. And the third one, even we also have a collaboration with the fashion guru. So from makeup to fashion, why not? Because we're able to spot on, from the conversation and from the passion point analysis, turn out there's a big chunk that people really into fashion and lifestyle. Then how we able to connect and infuse between makeup to fashion. Even on the extreme side, we also collaborate with the culture girl. So this is from Batak girl. If anyone come here from Batak, so even collaborate with a Batak girl that really show what is the real right makeup if you want to use it for your culture ceremony. So it really represent specific consumers that still really proud of their roots, of their heritage. So I think the summary here, we see that previously brand visibility is only talking on how many we able to reach people. So the metric is very simple, impression and reach. But now AI-driven brand visibility is really focused on relevancy and precise. So how we able to connect with consumer in a relevant way. So at the end, they really want to buy our product. Yep.
Yeah, so that's some hyper-contextualization, right? Especially in the cosmetics industry. So perhaps, Ishaan, would you like to offer your thoughts on that as well, maybe from a more cross-industry perspective as WPP?
Sure, thanks, David. I think there's something up on the side. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I think, Tessi mentioned that, and rightly so, that the kind of signals that AI is able to take and aggregate are increasingly making decision-making a lot more complex because you just have an abundance of data. So what we look at is what we call sort of a visibility line, where we have the non-visible aspects, which is essentially the bidding, optimization, etc. And we also have the completely fully visible, which is the creator assets, the creatives. Where we've seen value for clients, regardless of vertical, is when they've used AI to influence the decision-making layer, which is available on all these platforms, right? Whether it's social, whether it's online video, they all have an algorithm that runs the sort of show in terms of where your brand is seen, right? So we've seen AI come in, make delivery a lot cheaper, a lot more effective. Right. But I think the real value is actually in understanding how it becomes more effective, right? Even in the MMA report, for example, they found 69% of marketers saying that cost reduction is the number one thing, which is great. But cheaper delivery does not mean it's effective, right? And I think that is where the secret sauce is in terms of using different optimizers in whatever ways your brand sees fit, and actually working with them to understand what is the formula that works best for your brand. For some, you could have 10 optimizers and get effectiveness. For some, you could have only 2, right? And we actually did this for one of our FMCG clients, where we paired what we do generally versus these AI optimizers, and we actually got double the consideration lift from a brand perspective for half the cost, right? So if anybody's on the fence in terms of using AI for the the non-visible aspects, I would highly recommend you give it a shot. Yeah.
Perhaps. Thank you so much. So we will. And maybe also beyond search and social, right? Have there been any emerging platforms or AI-driven discovery environments that, where brands are now visible in, that maybe would not have been possible 2 years ago, in your experience?
Yeah, I think there are two key areas, right? Given that e-commerce penetration last year was about 60%. So a lot of these retail shelves, just being available and availability basically does not really make your brand visible. There are a lot more factors that go into how visible your brand is. So essentially your product data, audience signals, and your media especially have to work together to ensure that you're able to be visible on these platforms. Right? The second place that I think has been the sort of most disruptive is the AI recommendation engines. So where people used to go and search and ask, hey, what should I buy? They now have a trusted LLM where they're asking, Claude or ChatGPT or Gemini, what should I buy, right? And I think there is a science there which is sort of very new because there's no measurement yet, and there's no clear way to do this sort of GEO or recommendation engine optimization, right? So I think the shelves are forming before the measurement is ready. But what we have been trying to do is try and understand it from a share of voice perspective. For a lot of brands, they care about SOV a lot. But again, it's as I said, it's a nascent science. There's no sort of clear way to do it. But yeah, those are the two sort of surfaces that I see as new.
So mostly recommendation engines, as you mentioned, right, that have really influenced the way we search. And maybe also the same question to you, Tessi. Any emerging AI-driven platforms that Paragon has specifically used?
So I think I want to add up from Ishaan's explanation when you're talking about the retail chef and also AI assistant. Even in Paragon, we try to combine both. So beyond search and social, we also create our own AI ecosystem where it serves really from product discovery, understanding the consumer condition up into the product recommendation. Before I explain further, I think I want to play a video now.
Yeah, let's.
Hope it works.
Can we play the video?
With the sound. Yes, so that's CAF Decode. We just launched it last year. So CAF is male grooming launched by Paragon, specifically served for the male category. And we just launched CAF Decode, where it's an AI ecosystem. It's integrated within online and also offline. But even through a digital platform, it's able to analyze a man head to toe. So meaning the first features and capability, it's able to analyze your face, skin condition, and then it will able to recommend what is the right face skincare product for you. Because turn out man's skin is totally different with the woman's skin. It's a very much complicated turn out. Yeah. And the next one, we also have a Scan Tech RoboMix. So it's able to detect and analyze what will be the right formula of your perfume based on the personality that you want to be shown through your perfume. And the last one, we also have a hairstyle decode. So it's able to really analyze what is your face shape. So at the end, it will match with the perfect hairstyle for you. And I think an insight for bapak-bapak di sini, usually if they go to the barber, they will just share, they will just told the barber, just make it shorter. Just rapiin aja in Indonesia.
Yeah, I concur.
Yeah, see? So now we give you a solution where we can provide you the best, the perfect match of hairstyle with your face shape. So the summary that I would like to highlight here with this AI platform, it's really able to give a complete end-to-end journey from the product discovery until the product purchase.
Oh, really interesting. Really, again, it's also a very, very contextual thing, right, where you use AI, leverage AI to make it super personalized. And maybe we can just end this discussion real quick with a rapid-fire question for you, for both of you. So if you had to make one investment in tools, talent, or mindset that have made a huge difference in brand visibility, what would it be? Ishaan, perhaps you can go first.
I think I would look at a mixture of talent and mindset. I think given that the amount of information that AI is able to aggregate and put in front of us can sometimes lead to analysis paralysis, as people like to call it. So I think it's really important to scrutinize and understand what numbers and what metrics really matter, and then measure what matters, versus giving into the sort of theater that some partners can put on, and everybody can make a dashboard that looks good, and that goes up. But I think it's really important to scrutinize and understand, what the metrics actually mean, and what is the sort of directional input that you can get from those. Yeah.
I think to Ishaan, agree with you related with talent, where talent have a capability on understand the metrics that matters. I think I would like to add angle on AI native capability. So we really need to find a talent that have adaptive mindset, able to learn and really want to explore on the any AI tools that are available. Because it keeps changing, right, on the AI tools, and it really depends on the human, how really want to explore and really want to adapt it in a workflow, in a daily conversation and work.
Yeah, thank you so much. So this pretty much sums it up, right? So I guess the key takeaways from Paragon were that AI has really been able to reveal the gap between where you assumed your audience was and then where these consumers eventually were discovering brands, shifting visibility more towards creator-driven social and commerce channels, and also explored AI-driven beauty discovery tools, virtual try-on integrations, right? And meanwhile, for Ishaan, right, that WPP began treating AI-driven visibility as a core media and brand mandate, and it's now also using AI tools to optimize creative assets in a dynamic way. Again, thank you so much for joining this panel discussion, and would also like to thank you for attending today. And again, a lot of these insights, they also can be found in our State of AI in Marketing 2026 report that we encourage you all to download. It makes for some fascinating reading on the state of AI. So, thank you so much for your kind attention.